Last week, videos of protesters yelling at members of Congress went viral, right? But the content focused on the confrontation, not the why. Some of the people that hijacked those town halls are happy with the bloated status quo. They want the bloated status quo to continue. They don't want to get our country back on track. And to make matters worse, even the DNC chair openly suggested that the outrage at the town halls across the country was orchestrated. But here's the truth. Getting us out of nearly $37 trillion in debt, it's not going to be easy. President Trump and the White House Republicans have started the conversation on wasteful government spending. And 77 million voices outweighed those voices at the town halls. We got our marching orders. We listened to the American people, and they told us they wanted change. And buckle up, because that's exactly what we're giving them. And our friends on the other side of the aisle, please keep going down the path of defending and even advocating for government waste, fraud, and abuse. The message they all are sending is clear, and we see whose side they're on. Look no further than their newest messaging strategy. The minority leader unveiled it last week. It's called Share Your Story. Can you guess whose story they're sharing? It's government employees, like a locksmith from Yosemite National Park. Not the stories of lives lost due to illegal immigration. They're not asking to share those stories. Not the stories of innocent lives that were lost due to fentanyl that came from across the border. Not the stories of hardworking Americans struggling to make ends meet. Democrats are sharing the stories of government employees. And this sad attempt of fear-mongering that makes Democrats look even more deranged. It is absolutely insane that they think making government work more efficiently is a bad thing. Remember that government efficiency is a constitutional crisis in the Democrats' minds. They continue to defend and advocate for waste, fraud, and abuse. They don't want it to stop. Democrats are ignoring the American people and siding with the swamp. They keep defending DEI employees and USAID, while Republicans fight the bloated and inefficient bureaucracy, and we fight it for the American people. For years, we've heard about delays at the IRS, lost Social Security checks, mistreatment at the VA. Did the Democrats do anything about it? Did they set up a listening session to have people tell their stories? No. I think they only care about Washington and bloated bureaucracy in D.C. It is truly a shame, despite the American taxpayers' wishes. They're doubling down on the broken system, and they are the ones that broke it. While Democrats keep displaying their derangement, telling out-of-touch stories, let's talk about those who can't tell their stories. Like Lincoln Riley, who was raped and murdered by an illegal alien. Did the Democrats tell their story? How about Zach Cullen, who died of fentanyl poisoning? Did the Democrats set up a hotline to listen to their stories? Or how about a pastor in Michigan, Stephen Singleton, who was killed by an illegal immigrant? Did they tell their stories? No. And you know why? They can't tell their stories because they're dead. Yet Democrats are soliciting sob stories from bloated bureaucrats with six-figure salaries. Give me a break. Now, it's time for us to tell our story. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn our attention to this week. House Republicans will focus on saving lives and taxpayer dollars. Then President Trump has been clear. He wants one big, beautiful bill that unlocks his full agenda, not just part of it, everything. And that's what our one big, beautiful bill does. This week, House Republicans will take the next steps in the process to deliver President Trump's full agenda. The House budget resolution invests in border security and our national defense. It also saves taxpayer dollars by rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse. It will encourage investment in the energy industry to increase production and to actually lower costs. If we don't pass this bill, Americans will suffer the largest tax increase in history. The Budget Committee passed it with unanimous GOP support. And remember, this is just the starting point to unlock the process. After the resolution passes, committees will begin the real work, the work to find savings and create investments, savings in our budget to make America competitive, and investments to make our country secure. That's what the president and the American people want. And who would go against their agenda? We're helping the president keep his promise because the American people gave us a decisive mandate. Secure the border, unleash American energy, restore peace through strength, and make America competitive again. If we remain united, we can pass this transformational legislation. And when we do, we will be remembered as the most successful conference in American history.